Coma Exotics presents Not Another Reptile podcast.
Hello.
How's everybody doing today?
We're good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
How about you, Paul?
I'm doing well. So now my headphones connect to unbelievable.
I'd say I think the older we get, the more this technology just just kind of grows a mind of its own, and we just can't comprehend it anymore.
It's awful. Ugh. I can't get comfortable. I've been sitting down all day.
Joe, how you doing?
I think maybe, Paul, you need a estrogen shot, maybe.
No, all I know is you've been ripping me apart from day one. That's it. I get it.
Oh, how funny. Hey, Joe, how's it going?
What's up, Joe?
Mr. Ken.
Kenneth.
Oh, Zach. How are y'all doing today?
Thank you for tuning in.
Yes. Look at here, Mr. Gerald. And Will's Hot Pockets.
My brother Will.
You know, I must have missed that conversation. I know about his Hot Pockets. I'm not sure. Obviously, this is I feel like an inside joke.
It was on Celtics Live last weekend, so.
So I tuned in for the 20 minutes, and then I had to leave.
You have to hit that replay.
I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do in order to figure out about Hot Pockets.
There's Angelina, my girl.
A little helper.
Angelina.
Your alter ego. Mr. J and Donna.
You seen Shane in there?
Yep. I know. He even said first. I love it. Look at here.
Oh, looky who shows up.
Mr. Luke. So, are they finished with your buildings yet? I'm curious to know this.
I know that build is pretty fast. It goes up, huh?
Yeah, but man, it was sharp looking. I was like jealous.
I'd like to build your one of those. I like those small houses, like the tiny homes that show. Right. I feel like he's gonna live in there now.
Yep. We have Miss Angie, Jeff, and Miss Bosa in the building. How about that? Mr. Gerald Crabtree.
I got Gerald and Gerald. Gerald with a J and Gerald with a G.
So yeah, we got the man on tonight, y'all. Mr. Bosa. I was so excited that, when I asked you, you're like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh my gosh, really? And I love watching your journey with your weight loss and learning about you and, seeing you in all the rooms, and you're just super nice, super helpful, just an all around good guy, man. And the community really needs more people like you.
100%. Very chill.
Just doing my part to be supportive, try to keep the community strong. So.
Well, there's doing your part and there's going above and beyond, and you're the above and beyond guy.
Thank you. Appreciate
that. So what projects are you working on this year?
This year, I'm sticking straight nanny to everything.
Oh.
Nanny, I know it's not the popular thing, but it's what captured my attention, and that's what I'm going with. So.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sticking to it.
That was yesterday, or we were looking at the Super Nanny and stuff like that. I mean, it looks, it looks hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I love Nanny. I want to get a good one in my collection. I have a super special, and I like the way that looks. But the Nanny, it's just better.
I like
Just
that. What Ken said. If everybody be like you, we all be good.
yes.
Ah,
I mean, there has to be some kind of something that makes you tick every once in a while. But I think that's
oh, yeah,
everybody.
definitely.
I think that's everybody. You got to have that pause moment in your life. Something
Yeah.
happens. You got to play that tape of what could happen in the long run, and know
You got to know where to use it, where to leave it, and where to forget about it. You can't bring all the negative with you around. You need some negative in your life just to keep pushing, but you can't carry it with you. So
Right.
100%.
So,
hey,
family, how many kids do you have?
I got two,
Oh, bless you.
one boy and one girl.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
How old?
15 and 10.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Are they little helpers? I'm sorry. Oh, you zip it.
No.
Yes and no. If I ask for help, they'll help out.
I don't know what my co-host is doing over here. It's like, y'all. I think my co-host needs a green screen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to feel like Luke though. When he gets a green screen, and I'm gonna have to copy a green screen. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just clean it up a little bit.
Just don't do Brian and have your background as your green screen background. I really, really think he only does that to piss Chris off. I really do.
It's funny because I never knew it was a green screen until recently.
Yeah. So, is your youngest a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Uh-oh. So we know who runs the house.
Oh yeah, definitely. She, whatever she says goes.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to pull up some of these comments right here real quick. So your weight loss, we talked about that the other day, and it really, really was a neat story. I mean, you don't have to go through it all over again, but if you want to touch base on it, for everybody out in the crowd.
Yeah, it's something that it happened at a time that almost ready to give up on stuff, and one day I decided to just go ahead and do it. I had something that kept my mind focused, which were the ball pythons. I had just got into them, and you get one or two and it's completely addictive. You start searching up the morphs and stuff, and it just kept me focused. And when I saw myself in the mirror one day, I've lost so much weight, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So that's Jay.
That gives a good motivation.
My homestead neighbor, Jay. But yeah, it didn't felt like a long journey to me. But looking back, how big I was and where I'm at now, it seems like a long journey. Like I could look back now, I'd be like, wow, it's a long way from where I was. So, and I try to post stuff about it, not too much, but I do, just because I know that some people need the motivation to change. And it's not just about weight loss, it's about anything, addiction, if you're working on your attitude, on your character, how you behave out there and stuff, then and you want to push to change. I mean, there's a motivation for it there. You can do it.
Absolutely.
I did it without any surgery or pills, and no knock on anybody that does it with surgery or pills, because everybody's different. Everybody's body reacts different, and their minds. But I was able to do it by myself, and it's something that I'm truly proud of, you know, and an accomplishment for me, and hopefully somebody gets motivated by it, you know.
Well, I will say, I'm just going to show this real quick.
You're motivated. Definitely motivating those pictures, huh?
So we have decided we're going to do a 3-month diet. And whoever doesn't lose as much as the other one. So y'all are going to have to love this. Go ahead. Just say it. It's
unbelievable. So when I go to Tinley, I'm gonna have to wear a dress apparently
for an hour.
For an hour, and that's not when I'm fighting Kevin. So I'm not fighting Kevin in a dress, although it might be funny. So Kevin gets beat up in somebody in the dress.
It's on high heels too, man. You got to match.
Yeah, let's come on now. Be easy on that, all right? But and then
look at here. We've already got a buyer for the dress.
There you go.
Buy the dress. You can buy the dress. Wait a minute.
Anything above the knee.
Yeah, we I might not be flattering in a fucking skin tight dress, buddy. So,
and then if I lose, he gets to. I don't even know how that's going to work.
Yeah, it kind of got off easy. I mean, this is kind of getting off easy. I feel
you're the one that picked it, not me.
You know what? Because you know what? It was on the spot. We had 2 minutes left and we're going live.
Holly knew what she was doing. You know, she let you pick because she knows that you don't do well.
Yeah, right? Not good under pressure. So Holly's gonna do a whole show dressed as a clown or her face as a clown. But I'm gonna be the one that's gonna construct her face. Yep.
Yeah, and
anything goes.
And I've already told him we can't have private parts on there because of the show.
That can't happen. That's not true.
And that's exactly where he wanted to go with that too.
Yep. So
yeah. We'll see how it goes. And if anybody out there wants to join us, just contact me. I think it'd be neat if a bunch of us did do it together, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I came out of rehab. I was 290 and I ended up being 215. And now I'm back up to weight again. And it's like you said, there's always, I have obviously an addictive personality. So if I'm not doing one thing to an extreme, I'm eating to an extreme. And obviously, you know, I gotta learn.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, because I can catch myself eating, you know, and then out of boredom and all that stuff, you know. But you know, your story definitely has inspired, and I'm sure your journey is still going. It just never ends.
No, it's still a struggle, you know. I do still struggle. It's not that I'm completely out of the woods or anything.
Right.
I still struggle. I have to sometimes catch myself before it gets too much, and you know, pressures of every day and problems here and problems there, they catch up to us sometimes. But we need to take a moment and really think what direction we're going in, and if it's not the right direction, then we need to immediately stop, refocus, and get back on track.
Right.
And so, like I was telling you, I had weight loss surgery, and it went really well. You know, I've been through a lot, and where I was at a point to where I was living on the couch for basically 4 years, and I lost over 100, and yeah, I've gained a little bit of that back. So I really want to get back down, and because like physically and mentally both, you feel so much better.
Yeah.
And people, you know, food addiction is a real thing. And like Paul, you're saying, you know, I get bored, I get this, I get that. And me, I can get upset. I can, you know, anything. And it's just like the best drug.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is hard.
Look at that. I love that. I was in a Navy submarine, so I do know what I'm going to expect out of this shit. It's going to be a crotchless fucking dress. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare.
Now I really got to get up there to Tinley. Bobby, we got to make that happen.
So, oh, well, I definitely look forward for this challenge and beyond the 3 months. So,
yeah,
I know, it's and I said 3 months because anything after 90 days usually becomes a habit, forming a habit. So that's why when we were thinking about it, we were thinking about a month, and then I think you threw out 2 months, and I'm like, let's do 3 months, just because it's more of a habit forming after you do it for 90 days and you get used to doing it. Hopefully, it'll extend past the 90 days, and it will be on our way to a better, healthier life. And I need it. I'm already, it's already happening. I'm tying my shoe. I get up. I'm like, whoa, I'm like, yeah, this is, and then you end up seeing it in pictures. Like that picture is awful.
Yeah.
I'm like, so.
Well, what better way to do it than having fun while doing it,
and that's 100%. I mean, we did it on our job the other one day. I'm not one day, and we did the 3 months and that, and that's how I ended up becoming down to getting down to the goal that I kind of wanted to get to. And then once I got to that goal, everyone's like, and the one guy, and it was out of I think Gerald said it. We did it out of body percentage, weight percentage, I guess, body weight.
Yeah.
Because there are people that were really big, and literally everybody lost, 50 pounds plus in the whole, and this one kid just murdered us. He lost over 60 something pounds, and like he did it on the last month, he killed it. He went away on a cruise. He ate like shit, drank like shit, and then he came back and then buckled down and lost like 40 pounds in a month.
Wow.
So, but this is something that I want to do. So,
yeah, me too. So, Bosa, let's get back to some snake talk. How many snakes do you have?
Around 36.
36.
And and that's including boa and blood python. So
you have a blood?
Yeah.
How long have you had your blood?
About 7 months.
I'm scared the hell with those things. I mean, that looks like it could tear into you.
Hey, it's a puppy dog once you work with it.
I've heard that too. Yes.
I got mine from Chris at BNS Reptile, and I fell in love.
Good guy. I like Chris.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I was looking for the snake you sent me. I didn't put it on here because that's me. Slack and Holly.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Anyway, you're working with Nanny. What else? Are you throwing clown?
Clown, pied, and albino. All three of them. Yeah.
You got something you can show off over there behind you?
It's pretty exciting. I like that.
Almost everything ate, but I'll take out my head and my head clown nanny. I moved the tubs around, so I forgot where I put them.
Hey, Carachet.
So y'all, Paul's going to be leaving me every other week now.
Yes. My hours have changed at work, so I'm going to be every other week. I apologize. I know you guys are devastated. Devastated.
There's a pastel, nanny, head clown.
I love it.
I do too.
Underrated.
It's so pretty.
He's actually been breeding this last season, so we'll see if anything comes out.
Look at that. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, looks like hurricane. Those are big alien heads.
Yeah, huh? And that's just a nanny. That single gene nanny you said? Oh, pastel.
Pastel, nanny, het clown.
Mm.
Will said Paul's daughter already said she would take his place.
I don't know if she could talk as much as me, though. Right? That's what I feel.
Right. I mean, like, Paul is going to be hard to replace, but I'm going to have to find somebody.
Bobby, that's in the background.
Bobby doesn't like to be on this in the spotlight too much.
He's gonna.
So I don't want to mess with him too much, but this is the nanny clown.
Oh. That's what I need in my collection.
That's what you need in your life.
Yes.
He'll be working towards for next season. So.
All right, Will. All right, Will.
Static morphs.
We're gonna be shaking off some pounds. That's what we're gonna be doing, Static.
Man crushing it, you guys. Chris, who are you man crushing with?
What?
Chris must be Osa he's man crushing with. Sure can't be you, Paul.
No, probably not.
Shout out to Chris and my familia.
Yes, he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I told him the other day I needed him to come visit.
Oh, he's close by, isn't he?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah. And then Sexton and Plexon.
Okay. How far is he from you?
He's in Texas.
All right.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
That's not like saying a lot because Texas is so damn big.
I know,
right? 12 hours and
Will is recruiting Angelina. That's what he's doing. Oh, Bobby. Hey, you popping on?
it's going to be your replacement. I got to start training him now.
All you got to do is put a hat on, some glasses, Bobby. You'll look like me. That's what Will said.
Just about, right?
I like it.
Oh, you are further than I thought you were, Chris.
Oh yeah, he's a good ways.
A little further than you thought, huh?
Yeah, about a 6-hour drive.
It's
7.
Not awful. That's not awful.
Yeah,
you guys can drive. You can drive as fast as you want, right? There's no speed limits down there, right?
She does anyways. What do you mean?
You don't have to tell my business. That's why it's going to be hard having him for a co-host because he'll sit there and run his mouth, and I got to run my mouth too.
What's better than seeing two married people bicker at each other while you're hosting somebody?
I can do that with you, Paul.
You're right. You're giving me the zipping.
Jesus. All right, y'all. Let's find something to talk about here. Y'all gonna have to keep me awake today. I've been up since 1:30 cleaning house.
Well, that's obviously a problem. See, that's also an addiction that you have your mind racing, huh?
Anyway, enough of that.
Real peace.
I say the piece of shit.
What?
Unbelievable.
Oh Lord.
So what made you? I mean, did you always have reptiles growing up? Obviously, here it goes.
I had turtles. I had box turtles. I had soft shell turtles. I had iguanas. I I had an alligator at one time. So yeah, I had reptiles. I just wasn't allowed snakes. So
Yep.
That's
Same here.
wild. So wait a minute. Let's not have snakes, but you can have an alligator that can bite your finger, that can bite your hand off,
yeah.
Florida.
right? It'd be fine. Don't worry about it. Exactly. I know, right? Just living in your backyard anyway.
I mean, I'm from South Florida, so
This comment right here, Ozak, that's a really good comment. So last year, or was it the beginning of this year, Bobby? We just moved here to Oklahoma, and I'm from Texas, and so, but I've always lived in the country. Okay, well, I'm bitty bopping around, and the tornado sirens goes off, and I didn't know it was that close to us, and it automatically like stressed me out that quick. It was just so bad, and I was like, okay, we have a storm. What's it called, Bobby? A safe room in the garage.
Yeah, storm shelter in the garage.
Yeah. So I'm like, I've got to get my 2 Great Danes in there, and I don't have time to get my snakes in there, because when those come, sometimes you have a little time, and other times it's just like bam, there you go. So, what is your emergency evacuation, or some of the things that you like to practice?
Right here, my main concern is the hurricanes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not someone that's gonna evacuate and leave my animals here.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have a large tub with the black and yellow tubs with the wheels on it and stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those filled up with snake bags, and my kids know, my wife knows, if there is a hurricane, the good thing about hurricanes is usually we have days to prepare. But
Right.
if anything, they know that all the snakes go in the bags tied up, and everything goes into that tub, and they're coming with us. I'm not leaving no snake behind because I couldn't imagine something happening to them, and I'm not here, and it's not just the hurricane, but when you evacuate and people take advantage too, and they start breaking in, and that's even worse, if your snake gets stolen and you don't know what they're going to do with it. So,
Right.
That's why I like to keep not any more snakes than what I have, probably like 4 or 5 more, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it makes it easier to get everyone out with us,
Right.
But in case of fire or something, that's what me and my wife been trying to work with, the best way to be able to get to the animals, because other than the hurricane, probably that was my biggest concern. Right now, I'm in the process of eliminating every heating stuff, everything, because the ambient temperature here is perfect, so
Right.
There's no need for it, and that's one less concern. So yeah, other than that is, everybody knows, even if I'm not here, everybody knows, even my daughter knows how to grab the snakes, put them in, and tie the bag. And I make sure they know that. My wife knows that, my son.
That's awesome.
Because I'm not taking chances,
You have
and
a generator set up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with us, and I still need to do it now, and I'm glad Ozak brought that up. It was I need to get some water out in our storm shelter, and really, with tornadoes and all this stuff, they go by pretty quick, and you just don't want to be stuck in a storm shelter for very long.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing we have to worry about, is because it is inside of our garage and not out in the middle of a field or something. We got to worry about, the house being on top of the storm shelter.
Right.
Yeah. And tornadoes are they just pop out. So
yeah,
that's the thing that scares the shit out of me. Like, just seeing that, like thinking that, like you're sleeping, like, and it's like that.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I mean, we're not as we'll get a hurricane or something like that.
There's my Kevin.
How you doing, Kevin?
So unbelievable. But there's always that chance of just the power outage and you know all that shit, and that freaks me out too as much as anything. I can imagine, you know, all that shit happening.
So one of the things I learned, because we lived in a trailer house for years, like all my life I have, and during the wintertime water freezes up, and you know, some of these local places, when you live out in the country, when the electricity goes out, everybody's out of water too. So always draw up your water, so, like in a bathtub, just to be safe, to make sure you do have water. Clean it good, fill it up, and leave it. And the storm passes, you know, good storm passes by, let the water out, no big deal. But that's my main concern in getting my snakes from point A to point B, because most of the time your tornadoes are going to be, you know, during the daytime, and Bobby's at work.
Yeah. I think it's important that, you know, everybody in the household knows what to do, you know.
Everybody on the same page.
Yeah, because like I said, I don't know if I could be out of town or something and you know, a last minute change in weather or something, and I want to make sure that whoever's here knows exactly what they got to do. You know, because I'm not leaving no snake behind. They go where I go. They got
no snake behind.
No.
So, like, do you have it to where it'll float?
No. Like I said, if they were staying here, it would probably be something that would float. But as far as flooding, I'm not worried about it in this area. But my main concern is just them being here left alone. And I don't know, you know, during a hurricane, a tree can fall or fire or breaking in, you know. So I'd rather have them with me at all times.
Yeah.
I know where they at and who they with. They're with me.
100%.
So anybody else out in the chat, what is some of the practices you do? You know, let's share them, maybe make a list.
Somebody said about if you had to grab one animal.
No.
Yeah,
That's not an option.
I was thinking that. I'm like, I can't do that. It'd be the hardest thing in the world.
I guess I'll get Bobby out of bed.
Jeanette, let's go.
Allie, Billy, I got your shirt on. Ripping.
Oh, look at there. I got my nice shirt on too that Paul doesn't have.
Yeah, I know. I have to DM him. I'm going to DM him once we get off.
Yeah.
Okay, this is okay.
That
didn't sound good all just right there together. I'm going to DM him when we get off.
DM him? DM him when he gets right off.
Yeah, take a picture of you in that dress first.
21,000 miles away from me, all right?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Kevin said he has one.
He has what?
A Bosa t-shirt.
Of course he does. Yeah, you know, that guy lives like 20 minutes from me, this piece of garbage, and everybody else has his shirt, but I can't get one. So whatever. You know what? I don't care. You know, it's just going to make me even beat the shit out of him at fucking Tinley just because I didn't get a shirt.
Do you know that I believe I was the third one that got a shirt?
I know you got one from
his
him.
wife.
He fucking said, I'm going to give Holly a shirt. Fucking guy.
I always get so many compliments when I wear it too. And I wore this one yesterday because I knew I had to wash it. Oh my goodness. Everybody's like, oh, where'd you get that shirt at?
I'm not going to visit you now, Kevin. That's it.
Kevin, make sure whenever y'all do fight, he takes his estrogen, okay?
Unbelievable, Holly. Unbelievable. Cranky pants.
Oh my goodness. So what made you get into the industry? Did you just why not? Since you already love the reptiles?
One of my classmates from high school was in it, a line from Creme de la Clutch.
Oh.
And he knew that I was into animals, and he kept telling me, "Hey, get in. These are awesome animals." And he was showing me the morphs and stuff, and he got in there real heavy. And it stayed on me for a couple of years before I even jumped on it. And then one day I was like, man, I know everybody's scared of snakes in this house, but I'm gonna go ahead and get one. I picked out a pied, just a normal pied, and when I went and got it, the breeder let me have a het pied, a classic. I thought the pied was nice, but when I saw the classic, I fell in love with the classic. So
yeah.
After that, it was just I was hooked on them, and I still have them. I still have both of them. They're not breeding or anything; they're pets, but I love them. So I got into that, and it took off.
Do you like dark or light better?
I like the darker genes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love living in the dark.
The dark side.
The dark side, right?
That's it.
I don't have too many dark genes. I guess I do. Maybe. So I got the one blackhead hurricane.
Yeah. Oh, just a blackhead hurricane. Just send that on my way.
Nope.
just the blackhead hurricane.
Mm-hmm. So what's your most powerful snake?
I'll have to say it's probably my triple het, the pastel het clown, pied, and hypo. And I still don't have plans for her, but once I get a good male for her, I want to make sure it's something that,
it's a good problem to have, though.
Probably a triple visual or something. So
what's the next gene you're wanting to add to your collection?
There's so many of them.
I know it's hard.
I know I want HRA.
Yes.
In the clown with the nanny, and GHI. I definitely want GHI in my collection. So
I've been wanting Wookiee.
The darkening genes. I also need a black pastel.
Oh, dang.
I got a few black pastel.
I love black pastel. They're just spicy.
Yeah.
They're not as spicy as the puzzle, though. You want to know if you have a het puzzle? Just open the drawer. That's all you got to do.
This is something a lot of people say that, right? That puzzle painting is a little nippy.
Oh, very nippy. Yeah. With ours, when we go to feed, you have to open the drawer from the back, like put your hand under there and open it a little bit to make sure she's just not right there. You gotta use the hook every time. I have a hook. I don't work well with it.
So now that I have somebody saying that black pastel is so mean, but I got three of them. I got the black pastel clown. I got a black pastel yellow belly head paint, and a black pastel yellow belly het lav het pied, and they're all awesome. So
I guess it's depending on the snakes too. They are different characters if you really look at it,
So, but the het puzzle that I have is a bitch.
Just to you or to everybody?
I don't know. I mean, to me anyway. To me, definitely. I don't know if Angelina's clean. It takes her out, but she's a little feisty.
We won a pair, and they come from JQ.
Every
That's the one, man. Pow. Every time I open that drawer.
oh yeah.
Always a good eater, then, right? That's what they say.
Yeah. So, do you have any hurricane?
I don't.
No.
I was really interested in asset at first, but I want to try to concentrate on a specific project before I start jumping into everything.
I'm guilty of having that everything.
Just got a variety of everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got a little bit of everything too. I mean, I got Het DG, I got Orange Ghost, I got Mojave.
Gerald, I got a few good.
I got Bongo, but it's stuff that I'm not wanting to work on right now. So they will be later on projects, maybe.
Gerald is asking what's new, Snake. I got the bang clown. I got a male, just regular bang clown, and then I got the pastel bang male. But I also got a bunch of other snakes that are here. Breed already.
Ooh.
It's a pewter from Quantum Morphs.
I love pewter.
Yeah, man. You know, more and more.
The only thing that with this one, you can't see the colors too good, but it's like really silver. Like has a real nice bright silver color. Just the cameras don't really pick it up.
It's amazing.
I'm not gonna say anything about that, Kevin. His wife loves dark. No, he loves dark, and his wife loves light. So then he's gonna have a bunch of everything. There you go. Thank you. GH got you.
Oh, Jay hooked me up with a nice bongo.
I love bongo.
I think it's a lesser pastel bongo. He's going into shed.
That is awesome.
I do love bongo as well. I have one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's going into the shed.
Hey, Holly.
Sinful.
You're everybody should be going and vote for you, right? What's the deal?
Oh
with
yeah.
That? Yeah, you know, huh?
Yeah.
You haven't voted for Holly yet. You're slacking, man.
Yeah, man. I jumped on there to vote for you for King of the Hill.
Yeah, he reposted a deal that everybody's going to have to go back to and revote on the certain link he posted. So
we have to go back onto his YouTube.
Yes, and it should be the last video he posted because there's three times. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to take a look again. I mean, I voted yesterday.
Yeah.
If you voted yesterday on the last video, then that's it.
Okay.
But yeah, because he was like, "Oh, now you're gonna have to go back," because he was telling me, "Oh no, you got to vote on this video," and then it changed. I don't know, miscommunication. I've been lack of sleep pretty bad, but yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I know, right? King of the mountain,
Queen of the mountain.
Well, it says King of the mountain on the thing.
I'm sure he'd make a special exception and fix it for me.
Yes. All right, Queen of the mountain.
I'm not a queen, I promise you. That's my sister. Bobby's sitting there shaking his head going, You're right.
Yep.
Ooh, Kevin said, like you.
He's a real piece of shit, I can tell you right now.
You need to leave Kevin alone. He's my buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Hey, I dropped the link in there. I can't drop
Oh, listen to you. He's the man.
That's it. Go vote.
After
Kevin,
the
just
show.
shut your mouth and go vote. All right.
After the show.
Oh, that's. I was like, hey, I have a Phantom Bongo, and it's Angelina.
Now, Gerald, why would Billy be disappointed? I'm lost. I'm sorry.
Because you were talking about your collection being all over the place.
Oh, yeah, he'd be yelling at you. Yeah. Got to focus on a few things.
Oh, yeah. I am focused. I'm focused on making quadruple pets, so or more.
What are you working with?
Some stuff I can't say.
It's not secret. I understand.
She doesn't even tell me. She's very secretive.
Well, that's the only one I can't tell because I promised the breeder I wouldn't because it hasn't been released yet. We have clown, ultra male. Bobby, help me out here.
Desert Ghost, Hypo,
Sunset, Pied.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. That's a lot. But I think the Desert Ghost Clown is what I'm really looking forward to. And I have a female Russo Red Stripe Clown.
Oh my God, I love Russo too. But now let me hold on. Let's back up for a second.
Yeah.
You said you have a Desert Ghost Clown?
No.
Oh, that's your.
No,
that's your
making
I'll go. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have money like you. I can't go out and buy just bangs and stuff like that. Man,
I didn't go out and buy anything. I found them.
they found you, right?
I'm gonna use that.
That's funny. But then they got their redhead, and she's just like that one and the Russo. I think are my favorite snakes right now in the collection. Well, I can't do that either.
Is that's the redhead pin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, and I'm not a big pin, but it is pretty gorgeous snake.
Pin strip with Nanny is pretty nice. If you add Mojave and black pastel to it, it looks awesome. So
yeah. Well,
that's definitely something we'll be working on. So
you just nanny everything. That's it.
Nanny everything.
Right.
Well, that's smart.
Name of the world.
Yep. I like it. Yeah.
Well, because see, that's what I need to do. I need to super refocus. We do have a few snakes I'm going to be getting rid of. I have them on North Market now, but they're just pos heads and stuff like that.
Family. Yeah.
I got from Earl. So I do have Bobby? A chocolate Mojave male.
Chocolate Mojave male.
And I think he's at hypo. If I'm remembering correctly.
I got the pastel Mojave chocolate that's het hypo. Female.
Do you have any chocolate, Aaron?
No. Chocolate.
No. Do you not like it or just?
I like it. I haven't bothered to pay attention to it yet.
Yeah. Oh, I understand that.
I was so focused on so many things, and then once I got into the nanny, I was like, I'm gonna just focus on that. I don't want to keep going, back and forth on projects or anything.
Yeah. I like too much. When I see it, I'm like, okay, well, I have to have that.
It's difficult. Like I see stuff that I really like and would like to work with, but I want to focus on my project first before getting.
That's gonna be cool.
Does your wife have anything does she do any of this with you?
Oh yeah. She, as a matter of fact, she made me hold back a champagne that I didn't want to keep, but that's her.
That's funny.
She used to be scared of snakes. At first, she didn't want nothing to do with them. Ooh. Now, she likes to come in here and take her snakes out and go to the living room and relax with them. I guess it helps her too, you know. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You see what Jay said here? Well, where'd it go? Need to let me know when that happens, Jay.
Yeah. Jay got some nice projects he's working with.
Oh,
He's definitely someone to keep an eye on. Follow him on that morph market and keep an eye on it because he got some nice stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby says, "Don't tell Holly."
We're like 10 minutes.
Hey, Kevin, how you?
We're like 10 minutes from each other.
Oh, wow. That is close.
That's great.
I would say I need to move to Florida, but no way.
Yeah.
I'll need to move to Oklahoma or Texas.
I don't see myself leaving Florida unless it gets that bad, but hopefully, you know.
I just posted that that alert I got, you know, from that they're reintroducing the Lacey Act kind of.
Yeah, our Florida Senator Marco.
Yeah, Rubio.
Yeah, I really think our government has more to worry about than what kind of reptiles and stuff we have out in this world.
It's wild,
That's ridiculous. Right? Yeah, I mean, geez.
And the thing is that it's whatever they're basing that on, it's not from someone with knowledge of it.
Right.
There's some kind of interest other than the animal or reptiles. It's
it's also who's giving them kickbacks here and there as to where they focus their attention to also.
I thought I read something about they don't they have an import export themselves, the FWC or something like that? Was it the FWC or something like that? I mean, I just read it somewhere.
I don't do politics.
Their main complaint was that they don't know what's coming in into Florida and that they don't have a list of it. But anything that comes in has to be processed, has to be listed. So they have the paperwork. Just nobody look into it because they don't care. You know, in this last Miami meeting, I think they felt the pressure that second day because the breeder showed up. And I think that it's no time to relax or anything. I think that even just showing your presence makes a difference in the way they behave, act, and what they say. Yeah. Because if you have US Art right there fighting for us and nobody's back there backing them up, it's an easy win for them. But they had 54 speakers on the second day, and I'm pretty sure they were overwhelmed with it. So they even had to cut the time that they spoke.
Well, and, they don't like to actually, you know, have everybody get together and stand for something. That's when they go the opposite way because they don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, but I think that if a meeting is close by where you can make it at least one of the days, just showing your presence, if you have a US Art shirt or even your Reptile shirt, you know, let them know that you're there representing. That makes a big difference. And a Miami meeting was my first time going. I went both days and learned a lot. I really saw the work that US Art Florida and US Art puts into it. Daniel, Elizabeth, all of them. It's a lot of work, and I don't know how they do it being there all day because I couldn't stand to be sitting down there all day.
Right.
And, they go and they do it. And I think that we as breeders, keepers should try to back them up when we can. So
100%. Completely agree with that.
Pay attention.
And there's usually always somebody doing something to, you know, raise money for US Art. There's, you know, auctions, raffle tickets. There's all kinds of stuff.
Wrestling matches.
You know what would be great if they had a swimming pool of mud.
What?
That would be the ultimate cool wrestling.
I'm not mud wrestling, Kevin. What are you out of your mind?
Why?
Because I'm not.
That would be amazing.
No.
See, they need to let
I've
me
only been to strip clubs
control
that
of
had
this
mud wrestling. I am not wrestling in mud.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna happen. Put my foot down. I'll wear a dress, but I'm not wrestling in mud.
So are you gonna try to make it to Tinley this year, Aaron? Oh,
Well,
I think his
did we lose him?
internet's messing up or something because he's
yeah,
frozen.
it was storming earlier there. So.
Oh, there he comes.
Oh,
There
there
it
you
is.
are.
You gonna head to Tinley? We lost him.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
See, even Kevin likes to watch this mud wrestling.
Yeah, well, that's because Kevin's a. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say. Nope.
Kevin, I need you as my co-host.
See you later. Unbelievable.
That's funny.
What was that I say? But that whole I watched a few of those the people getting up and talking in front I guess of the for FWC and all that shit.
Mm.
And there was a few people that were awesome. I mean, everybody that showed up is awesome, but like the mother showed up for the son that's breeding geckos in
Yes.
college.
I love that.
That was pretty wild, you know. So, you know, I feel that I feel as much support that you have to do.
Will said Kevin is a man's man.
Fuck you, Will.
That's Mr. Hot Pockets to you, sir.
Whatever. Hope you know what? I hope tonight when he puts the hot pocket in the microwave and he takes the bite, he burns the roof of his mouth.
Oh my god.
He doesn't eat Hot Pockets anymore.
Whatever.
Well, I think we lost both. He was storming earlier and it was messing with his signal and stuff. So,
Kike.
Is it still storming there?
No, I think he said it knocked it out. It was a fast moving storm. So
Yeah.
He was trying to reset it and everything like that.
well, I really appreciate having him on. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
There's not very many genuinely nice people out there in the world. I mean, even I'm an asshole. So
Don't say it, Bobby. Don't
me.
say it, Bobby. Yep, take that drink.
I need Kevin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or Will. Will said, I've never done a Hot Pocket. It was my best friend who said he ate my girl's Hot Pocket. But I thought he meant her JJ. So I hated Hot Pockets for 20 years.
Oh my.
All right, guys. Well, we will let everybody get back to their evening. Thank you for coming and sticking with us and watching our
Thank you very much.
show.
Yeah,
And
thank
thank
you
you
everybody
also
except Kevin.
Coming and spending a little time with us. Y'all ignore him.
Who?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, thank y'all. Have a good evening.
Yeah. And again, whoever wants to do the weight loss challenge with us, message me.
I think
You know.
actually whatchamacallit, Ken was talking about getting into it.
Yeah, Ken
And
was
don't
talking
forget to
about.
go up and click on the link to go vote.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Go for Holly.
Go.
Apparently we're way behind.
She's way behind.
That like button.
All fees.